Hello everyone, it is me, Kiana, and welcome back to my channel. Today, as you can see from the title of this video, we're going to be doing my Empire of Storms book talk, and I cannot believe I finally freaking read this. It took me forever, as I have said in my 4 previous book talks. It took me 2 years to get to where I was at with reading Queen of Shadows, and I finally read Empire of Storms, and it broke my heart. Let's just say, before we get into the video, when I finished this, I sat downstairs in my living room and I cried. Went to my sister, I cried. Went to my mom, I cried. Texted my friends, I cried. Like, this book, the ending messed me up. So for those who don't know how I'm doing my Throne of Glass book talks, we're gonna do my rating, my would you recommend it, reaction to the end, favorite character, least favorite character, and then a synopsis. So my rating was a 4 out of 5 stars. I knocked off a star because at certain points, I didn't think that we needed that much description, that much information. It didn't need to be necessarily this long. It was almost a 700-page book. I knocked off a point, like, that was half a point. So, 4.5, and then took off the last 0.5 stars because of the ending, because Sarah J. Maas wanted to kill us with the freaking ending. Like, she did that for her love for Rowan. Would I recommend it? Hell to the yes. I mean, you gotta endure those 4 books first before you get to this 5th one. My reaction to the ending, it killed me. I cried. So let's go to favorite character. I'm gonna put this book right here so it can rest and not kill my hand, because even though it looks small, it is like 600 and something pages and it is very dense. So we're gonna put this here until it's time to talk about what the tabbies mean. So my favorite characters are Dorian and Lysandra. Dorian, because at the end of Queen of Shadows, we see him, after everything that has happened, he's finally broken free from being trapped inside the log, with the collar, and we see him become more of a king. We see him grow into his powers. We see him trusting more in his friends, even though he does miss Chaol, because Chaol was there the longest. He knows Chaol is safe and being healed, and he doesn't question Selena as much as he does, and I loved the flirting between him and Manon. And it is just, I love Dorian. I love Dorian. And then Lysandra, because Lysandra, no matter what, she knows she is better off with Aelin, and that she has never given Aelin a reason to question her authorities or to question Aelin altogether, as Aedion has done. Aedion has constantly said, where are, our support? You want us to get into Teresin. You want them to accept you as the rightful queen, but you're not giving them these people and all of that. And it's just, I loved her because no matter what, she stuck up for Aelin. She knew, I have to protect, her and the other people because they're important, and if I don't have them, then I have nobody. And I absolutely loved Lysandra, because Lysandra, because of that. I need to look up a way how I say her name. And then my least favorite character has to go to freaking Lorcan again. Lorcan was doing so good until the last 100 or so pages, for when it got to the, okay, this is a spoiler review. He was doing good until the last 100 pages when freaking Maeve came and it was revealed that he called out to her, and that's how she found out where they were. He was good with Elodie, I think that's how you say her name, Elodie. He protected her from the Ilkins, those new creatures. He went along with her lie that they were husband and wife when they had to join the circus, to try to get farther north. He protected her when they were betrayed. He protected her when her uncle came and tried to take her back. He protected her. He was good to her. And then he messed up when the whole Maeve came. So he's my least favorite character. Hopefully he can redeem himself in Kingdom of Ash, and or not, because I absolutely hate him for that. But yeah, so let's go into the synopsis, and then I'll quickly explain to you what each of those tabbies mean. So this takes place right after the events of Queen of Shadows. They are traveling now from Adrenaline to Teresin, but before they go into Teresin, Aelin and Aedion have to sit down and they have to meet with the lords that are there. The lords say to Aelin that they do not accept her as a rightful queen of Teresin, but as the princess, because she should have come back to Teresin after you know, everything that has happened to her. Instead, she was in the comfort of the king who destroyed everything, and they're basically like saying she's a traitor. So when they're talking to the lords, they get word that Adrenaline is going to be attacked. Rowan goes out, he gets the king, and they all meet at Skulls Bay, which is where in the Assassin's Blade that Sam and Selena let loose those 400 or so slaves. And there we see a lot more of the battles, and then they move to Elway and all of that. And then we do get the perspectives of Manon Blackbeak along with Elodie and Lorcan. And with Manon, she is going to, like, you know, be the ones who attack Adrenaline, but she ends up saving Prince Dorian, and she ends up killing one of the Yellow Croaks, something like that, witches. And because of that, her second is to be killed. But when it comes to that, Manon ends up flicking the whip, like the axe, over to her grandmother to set her witches free. And her grandmother, like, tries to rip her out and ends up telling her, like, you're the last Croatian queen. Like, I killed all of them because your mother fell in love with their prince, and da-da-da-da. And then Elodie is still on the run after Manon has left her, and she's still trying to find Selena Saladorian, which is, of course, Aileen Gaiathis. I think that's how you say the name, you know, the Queen of Terrasin. And when Elodie, Aileen, and Adian all met up together, that shit broke my heart, because, you know, Aileen was finally able to tell Elodie what her mother's last words were, and that just makes my heart swell. And yeah, so let's go on to explain the tabbies. There's a lot, but yet there's not a lot. So yellow is for sarcasm, pink is for flirting, light purple is world history, dark purple is friendship moments. We don't have a lot of that. Orange is Selena's sister fate, blue is sad moments, green is fate info, and then red are quotes. Like, I'm gonna read one of the quotes right now that I absolutely loved, and that was, I have seen death and worse. The death you offer is kind compared to that. I love that one. And then we have, come on, we better eat before we raise hell. That was by Aileen. And then, I do not tolerate the questioning of underlings. You have already disrupted my head and injured my ankle with your useless attack. Pray that I do not remember your face when I return to the keep. I think that was by Elodie. Yeah. Like, these quotes that Sarah J. Maas comes up with, like, blows my mind. But that is all for today's book talk about Empire Storms. I love this book so much, and I'm really excited to read Tower of Dawn. I will be leaving here 2 videos that I honestly feel you guys should go check out. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And when you subscribe, don't forget to click that little bell button right next to it, because it'll tell you every single time that I post. And I will see you guys really, really soon with another video.